decision to not give up and not be a quitter, no matter how bad you want to just fall flat on your face. Till I collapse, I'm spilling these raps long as you feel them. To the day that I drop, you'll never say that I'm not killing them, cause when I am not,
we elect leaders who will make decisions after considering the alternatives, not people who are running on dogma or promising to cut taxes without asking the question why we do what we do or what's best in the interest of the people of the state of Ohio. No one wants to pay more taxes. But when John Kasich said he wants to eliminate state income tax to get elected governor without a discussion of the impact it has on local government, he doesn't deserve our support. Kasich's plan to cut the state income tax will take $11.5 billion from the state's general revenue. That helps pay for social programs, health care, public schools, higher education, public safety, and prisons. A Legislative Service Commission study last week showed that here in Athens County, Kasich's tax plan would cut funding for our local government from the local government fund by 45%. That would decrease our funding from just over $2 million a year to $1.1 million a year. That cut would cause serious cutbacks and reductions in services provided to the citizens of Athens counties in those budgets. This plan will also cut funding for libraries here in Athens County. We've already had to shorten hours and reduce services in other places in the county because of that cut. Library funding would be cut $1.8 million, or from $1.8 million to $979,000 a year. The general fund office holders in Athens County avoided large layoffs and cuts because of their efforts and good planning and good sacrifices and proper use of taxpayer dollars. To take another $450,000 out of our general fund would negate all those efforts. The state can't continue to cut its revenue stream and expect those of us in local government to absorb the costs. Several years ago, the state decreased its prison population by changing sentencing laws. What they did was ship those prisoners to the local county jail for their terms of incarceration. But they didn't give us any money with those shipped. They just expected us to increase those costs and use those costs. Let's have a debate as to what services are important to the people of Ohio and how to pay for them. Let's not just say, let's eliminate the income tax, no matter what the implications are. Programs we conduct in the state should be evaluated for effectiveness and necessity, not continue just because they're in place. We need leadership and thoughtful discourse, not bound by elections. We need leadership like has been provided by Ted Strickland in his first term. I support his re-election as governor for his second term. Thank you. Anything I said?
Athens County has some of the highest unemployment in the state. Who's to blame?
Our isolation is one of the problems because we're far away from the core. We are primarily an education area. That's our number one industry is education. And so unless we have expanding education and services for those people, it's going to be tough to bring businesses here.
Can you give a direct example of Ted Strickland's leadership in Athens County?
One of the biggest things Ted did was make sure we kept the local government fund in place, and now that it's funded through a percentage of the state tax revenues, we ride up and down with the state in their good times and bad times, as opposed to being just a line item that was funded at the whim. No? Okay. Thank you all. I can email it to anybody that wants. I get posts on there. If you email and I'll send it out to you so you have it.